You want to go and enjoy yourself. You have a place in mind. Listen to me. And where you're going, it's going to be everything you want there. Think about your goal, your everyday life. I want a nice home where I'm headed. I want to drive a nice car where I'm going. I want to be at peace when I get there. I want a nice husband that's going to love me and treat me right and lead me in the path of righteousness. I want a nice wife that's going to love me, treat me right, lead me in the path of righteousness. I want everything good. And I want God in forefront. Now imagine yourself in your car driving. Everything going real good. Along comes some trash and get in your eye. If you'd have left your windows up, you wouldn't have to worry about trash. I'm paraphrasing, so follow me. I'm going on driving with my windows up, with my guards up, and my eyes is on the prize where I'm going. Here goes somebody out there playing with trash, fishing up dirt, making a lot of promises to you. Follow what I'm saying. Telling you how pretty you are, how they love to get to know you, what they can do for you in life. Want to have a good time with you. But your eyes on the prize. They trying to flag you down. Ain't Rita used to say, don't let the devil ride. Because if you let him ride, he'll want to drive. And this person, a thing in your life that got you attracted. Now you're rolling the window down. And that trash get in your eye. Some of us get in these relationships and these caught up with other people that don't have the same goal, just want to play. And you open up your heart and let them in your heart. And you find yourself losing sight on what you wanted and where you was going. This is what happened to church folks. They got their eyes on heaven. They going good. They living for the Lord, doing all they know how to please God. And along comes something, a wolf in sheep clothing, and get some trash in their eye. Look like what they want, but not really what they want. And then you go behind, running behind. When you get trash in your eye while you're driving, it's kind of hard to get it out and see clearly. Because you're used to focusing with both eyes. So the words of the missionary say, don't get trash in your eye. These little boys, plenty of time for them. These little girls, there's plenty of time for them. You go and you accomplish what you want in life. And let me tell you something, young ladies. If a man wants you, a boy wants you, he'll fight like hell after you. You find these young folks in school. This little boy want to be their boyfriend, and he got a girlfriend. You know what's going to happen with you? that's going to cause you a problem. That other little girl may not want to let him go. He running after her. And if he running after her, what you think he going to do with you? He ain't left her yet, but he looking at you. This is the way you have to think. If he leave her for me, he may leave me for somebody else. And if he try to keep me and her both, and we don't, now one of us want to share him, that's going to be a problem. I got my eyes on the prize. Now I'm focusing on him. It's going to wreck my vision and my plan. Because if you got something going for yourself, what do you need him for anyway? Or what do you need her for anyway? It's vice versa. It don't just go, I may be just using the word girls or boy, girl, but I'm talking for the boys too. You got a girlfriend or a woman in your life, the other one can't do no more than that one do. And if a man loves you, he wants you. Somebody composed a song and said, if you want it, you got to put a ring on it, or you should have put a ring on it. Beyonce, girl, you done good. If that man wants you, or that boy wants you, put a ring on it. Why? You look at this ring. This ring don't have no end to it. Just make sure the ring ain't fake. Fake gold turns and everything shiny ain't gold. And you are priceless. Let me tell you something, young women, young men. Your walk with God is more important than life itself. And if you're going to walk with God, oh, how sweet it is to walk with God with some boy, some girl in your life that's on the same page with you. Old folks and young folks. How great it is to walk through life with a person on the same page. You don't have to worry about them cheating, because they want what you want. You got everything going for you. You get involved with some boy, and he's involved with some girl. The truth is, he's playing both of you, trying to be a player. And Mr. Welch used to tell me when I would call niece on the phone, said, tell that nigga to get him a job. So if he got a lot of time on his hand running between you and that other girl, he need a job. And if he got one, he need another one, because he got too much time on his hand. And that don't just go for him, vice versa for the girl. Now, imagine yourself got everything going for you. And this boy come along and he got a girl in his life. And he want you and her. If he care for you, you don't have to tell him one time to leave her alone, because number one, he gonna leave her alone before he even bother you, because he don't want you to know nothing about her, and he's gonna be scared if you know he was somebody else, you ain't gonna give him no attention. And so if he don't want to put a ring on it, that ring symbol that he got you, you got him. And if he put one on it, he don't own it until he pays the ultimate price. Need some papers. It needs to be signed, sealed, and delivered. But if you got that trash in your eye, you try to get him to give up some other girl. He start driving your car. She start breaking out your windows, slashing your tires, scratching up your car. Or vice versa. He start breaking up her witness. You got trash in your eye, get rid of it. Because you is priceless. The writer wrote one time in the scriptures or in the Bible, it said, who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is fabulous. She priceless. She don't need you to do nothing for her. She can do it for herself. She's a businesswoman. She have a business mind. She have a goal. And she ain't got time for no trash. Little dudes whisper nothing in your ear. You know, I don't need nobody to tell me how I look.
I look in the mirror.
That's what the mirror is for. If you look in the mirror without trash in your eye, you can see yourself clearly. And if I'm so pretty, you should be after me like white on rice. So there's something is wrong if I have to get after you. The old folks used to say, if a girl run after a boy, you run like hell from her. You get away from her. Because he should be running after you. And if that boy wants you, you don't have to cross no other girl for him. He'll step in front, he'll step. He'll take the licks, he'll take the bruise, he'll take the scorn, he'll take the name calling, he'll take the licks to keep you from taking it, if he wants you. But if he just want to play with you, and y'all play, old folks say, why buy the milk? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? Baby, if he want, a little boy said to someone when I was in Africa, he said, no money, no honey. So if he want honey, let him get some papers on you. Don't let him use up your honey. You're priceless. Walk with your head in the air. This goes for boys and girls, old folks and young folks. Walk with your head in the air. Because you can make it with or without somebody. These are the last days. These are peerless times. Set your goal high. Focus on your life. Put God first. Then focus on your life. And when you get what you want, and if someone wants you, if they ain't got a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of, you don't need them pissing in your pot, and you don't need them throwing it out of your window. If they want you, let them come up. You don't go down, let them come up to you. You don't need nobody that you got to take care of. Dad them told us to get a job. And if a boy ain't got no job, and he walk around with a pocket full of money, something wrong with that. You better watch that one. Because what is he doing to get money if he ain't worked for it? Unless he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and you have to watch that one too. Easy come, easy go. So set your affections in this walk with God on things above. You can't please God holding to the world. Any man love the world, the love of the Father is what? Not in him. Love not the world, neither the things of the world. God is priceless. You can't buy him. He is exalted above all. There is no match with him. And he is a good man. He will be a good wife. He will be a good husband. He'll be a good mama. He'll be a good daddy. He'll be a good sister, a good brother. And he have your best interest at heart. There is trash in your eye. Get that trash out your eye. that you will see clearly. You'll step back and you'll look at what you went through with some person you have in your life that they made your life hell and made drama. They hindering someone else. You get rid of them and go on with your life, and then God can send you who you need. I mean, you have to do that. And if you safeguard your heart with all diligence, you never get caught in that situation. Safeguard your heart, baby, because if any boy or any girl get in your heart, you got a problem. If they don't want you, if they don't mean you no good. So don't let them in your heart. If you get some in your eye, you're going to run in the back of somebody. Driving on the freeway, if you drive looking back, or drive with your eyes not on where you're going, you're going to have a problem. If you try to go through life accomplishing something in life and don't keep your focus and stay focused, you're going to run into a problem. It'll wreck your life. Wreck your life. Let me be blunt, young ladies, young men. If you get a baby and you're not married, you don't have no one to really help you. I don't care how people fix it up and say, oh, I help you take care of this, I help you take care of that. No, you may be on your own doing that. Some of these boys ain't going to step up and be a real man. Anyone with a penis can be, that say he's a man, can be a man, but it take a real man to take care of a baby. Take a real woman to take care of a baby. And so, you hold yourself up. Let me see Let me see you taking care of yourself, not staying with your mama. Let me see you driving the car so you won't have to drive mine. Let me see you able to pay rent and pay utilities. Then we may have something to talk about. Let me see you making it. I'm not going to take care of you. You ain't got nothing going for yourself, let her move on. Baby, if you got something going for yourself and some dude don't have something going for himself, move on. You don't need no hinders, you don't need no blockers. Prophet said years ago, keep the line clear, no blockers. Because let me tell you something. If God sent you who you wanted and you got some trash around, that trash is going to be a hinder. And that person that mean well, they don't want their cars tore up, they don't want their homes broken up, and they don't want to get beat up or shot or killed. So they go on. Now, you done lost out with what could have been your dream. So safeguard your heart. You start going out with these guys or going out with these girls and they don't mean you no good, just want to play, and you end up falling in love, getting emotions for them and all of that. Then they start messing over you. Then you stand around depressed. Low self-esteem. Baby, you don't need nobody. I look in the mirror as old as I am and say, oh, he look good. Oh, he is fine. I don't need nobody to tell me that. And I may look like who would have thought, but I think highly of me. And so that's the way you have to think. Someone told me years ago, I'm driving and they sitting in the car with me. And they look at me and say, you do look pretty good.
Very good.
I drove a few blocks. Then I said to them, hey, do me a favor. They say, what? I said, open that shield up there. They let it down. I said, what you see up there? They said, what you mean? I said, look and see what you see up there. What do you see? And they said, a mirror. I said, what you see in the mirror? I see myself. I said, so the next time I want you to get this. The next time you tell me I look pretty good, I want you to remember, I don't need you or nobody else to tell me how I look. That's what that mirror is for. And I don't look pretty good, I look damn good. Now, you ride in my car, you think about how you look and how far you'll get standing there. Pull over out the road and put you out of here. So, you have to, the scripture said, cast not away from you your confidence. You have to have confidence in you, but not your confidence in man. Only man I put my confidence in is God. Because he will not fail you. He will not let you down. He loves you. If you look like, who would have thought? He loves you. And he ain't going to play with your heart. Oh, come on here. So, if you want to go through life and accomplish and do well, don't put something in your life that's going to cause you a problem. Right. That song says, when a man loves a woman, he'll sleep out in the rain. He'll turn his back on his best friend. You know when you love, when a person loves you, you want someone that will love you, that when they get ready to put a piece of food in their mouth, they'll think about whether or not you have something to eat. You don't need nobody that you have to lay there and worry about. I wonder what they doing, where they at, when we going to get together, when we going to get married, when we going to do this, that. You don't need that. You better than that. You need someone that love you and want you. Ain't worried about what the future going to be. They want you. And they want to be with you. And you and them will make the future. When they start making excuses, leave them. If you got them, leave them alone. If you play with a big dog, you'll catch fleas. Play with a puppy, he'll lick your face. So get something, get out all your getting. Get what you want in life. You don't want no trash. You don't want something everybody else can have. They can set that kind of population of that kind of high, and you one of the rustics. You want somebody that is good. You want somebody that want you. You don't have to worry about them doing you wrong. You don't have to worry about them cheating on you. You don't have to worry about somebody else. You come in the front door, they run out the back door. You don't have to worry about, I have to be up all night scared somebody going to throw a rock in my window, going to slash my tires or scratch my car. Baby, your life is too short for those things. Listen to the instructions of the preacher. I give you good doctrine, good instructions. You want to go home and lay down in peace. You want to get up and you want to walk out and sit, and somebody else compose a song and say, he's mine, the girl is mine, or however. I think it was Michael Jackson or one of those boys sung that song. He's yours. You his. He belongs to me. I got papers on her. I got papers on him. By law, it's mine. He's mine. She's mine. They have an eye for nobody but you. And if they got an eye for you, they don't care what else flash in front of them. You don't have to worry about that. I'm with somebody and somebody come on, start bothering with me, and you jealous and upset. Oh no, I can handle that. I don't need you jealous. I don't need you upset. Why? Because I have my eyes set for that one person. Enjoy and have a good time and move with that one person. That's what you want. If that's what you want. But if you don't care, person get through using and abusing you and they go to the next one. And then you be walking around saying, that nigga was no good. And when I use the word nigger, I'm talking about anybody that's ignorant. They ain't no good. That's what that word means. It's not for me. It's not that I'm trying to be racist or use a racial word. That's not a black person, a white person. That's any person that are ignorant. That's what the word nigger means. Someone unlearned. And so you want to walk in liberty. And you want to know that who I'm with love me and want me. I love them and want them. And we have set out to accomplish something together. This the way God wants with us. God don't want to share you with the devil. And the devil don't want to share you with God. But he'll play with you. He don't mean you no good. And if he can separate you and God, he'll do that. And so even in your walk with God, God wants one-on-one. He wants you and he wants you to want him. And the devil wants you, and if he has to play with you and pretend with God, he'll do what he has to get you. But he don't care nothing for you. God loves you. God give his best to you. God gave his life. He'll give his life for you. He loves you. He won't just get in your heart. He'll clean your heart. He'll help you. He'll supply all you need. And so if you want a man, you want a woman, you want somebody that's going to do the same thing God done for you. You want them to love you unconditional. You want them to be there in good time, in bad time. You want them on your side forevermore. Yes. But if you get a nobody trying to be something that they're not, trying to be a player, and all they're trying to be a player, you guess who's getting played? You. Because you call yourself playing somebody else, you done got played too. Take a player to play a player. And so if you playing somebody else and ain't serious about them, they ain't playing you too. Because if two people want one person, and those two people got some sense, and they find out you trying to have them both of them will leave you alone because they know you ain't no good. And then that same person that caused you a problem, made your life hell, carried you through the ringer, they end up getting with somebody that they want. And then you said they ain't no good, and they be everything that other person wants. They be all the good they can be for that other person. So don't let them waste your life. Life is too short. And to make a mistake, you get a baby, you have to take care of that baby. That's hard for a woman to try to take care of a baby and don't have help. Now that's hard. I mean, you got the baby's not a problem. That's a blessing. But it's going to make your life hard because you got to think now for you and the baby, and you got to put the baby first. Baby didn't ask to come here. And so he shouldn't have to ask for your support. From the time that baby gets here until that baby's at least 18 to 21, that's your responsibility. So if you are going to get involved with somebody, make sure that they ready for a responsibility. I want to have a baby by you. Look like you should be carrying my baby. Really? Then you ain't married to me? You want to lay around, you want the car, but you don't want to pay for the milk? You just want the milk. You really don't want the car. Car costs. So if you want me, pay for it. We ain't going to play. Remember that, young women, young men. Boy, you go and get a baby, and if that woman got your social security number, let me tell you something. I don't care how rich she is, she need to mess you up. She need to make you pay. You laid down, she need to make you pay. So boy, don't do it. You want to raise the son or the daughter, you want them to come up saying they was raised by mom and dad. I thank God for Mama Byrd, Father Byrd. Oh, I thank God for those two people. I don't know, and I'm not knocking no one that is being raised by step-parents or half-sisters or brothers or however that it go. I'm not knocking that, because sometimes someone that put the sperm there don't necessarily have to be the dad or the mama. You got good mothers and good fathers anywhere around you look at. But I'm personally saying, I thank God for mom and dad. I don't know what it's like to have a stepmama or a stepfather. Thank God for some step-parents. Some of them step in and it's not step. They become real. They love any real parent, love any child. Whether you know that's their child or not. So, prepare yourself. I thank God for beautiful young women. If you want to know how pretty you is and don't want to look in the mirror, come and ask your grandpa. Come and ask your me. I'm not going to encourage you to ask no other preachers, because I don't want you. I want the best for you. And I look at all church members, all church folk, to be like my children in the Lord. And these preachers that messing with their church people. You boy, spiritually, let me see how I want to say it. Spiritually molested. If you go around sleeping, you go around messing with your church members, you're a hoe. Or a homemonger. And you are worthless, you don't have no business trying to preach to no church. No people if you messing with your church members. Those are your children in the Lord. Yes. That's the way you should look at them. Your sons and your daughters. If you want somebody, you should marry. Get somebody for real. Yes. Mess around with some of the church folks. You want to pay the price for that? That's, to me, spiritually incest. Messing with your children in the Lord. The ones that you supposed to be, they're spiritually leader. They spiritually guide. They spiritually advisor. In any church, folks, if your preacher's messing with you, he's a hoe. He's not a preacher, he's a hoe. And he using the church, or he using leadership to get him some people that he can lay around and mess around with. And you people, what you should do is tell on him. Snatch the curve off. That woman said, no more sheets. Snatch that sheet off so everybody can see him as he ought. Or as she ought. Ain't no leader got no business bothering they church folks. They church members. When a preacher do that, it's like a parent messing with their own blood children. They messing with their own children. And if any leader doing it, stop doing it. And whoever you done it with, they should tell on you. You can't be trusted. You no good. That's a no-no. Get your wife. He that finds a wife finds a good thing. She that and I might as well say it like this: she that finds a husband finds a good thing. You don't want anything. But don't mess with your own children. That's a no-no. This is the gospel. Shouldn't have no eye for nobody in your church. The only eye you should have for us on God, getting a message from God, so you can teach your people how not to do that. Hoe is a hoe. And as a leader of the gospel of Jesus Christ, you shouldn't be a hoe. That's a no-no. You don't mess with your men or your women at your church. No one under your leadership. They should see you walking as an example for God. They should look at you and they should say, oh, I thank God for my pastor. I thank God for my preacher. I thank God for my leader. My leader don't do this. My leader don't do that. They should have the confidence in knowing that you don't do it. Why? Because you're a man or a woman of God. And if you are doing it, shame on you. You have denied the faith. Woe be unto you. I don't care if your mama doing it or your daddy doing it. So no. You don't mess with your children spiritually. You want to get you a wife, get you a wife. You want to get you a husband, get you a husband. But leave your followers alone. They are your sheep. They are your lambs. And your only job you're supposed to be doing for them is feeding them. Feed the flock of God, wherewith he has made you overseer. Don't rip them off. Don't do them harm. Don't prostitute their gifts. Their word if they're calling. Their word if they walking honestly before God. Support them. Be supportive of your people. Look out for the flocks of God. Don't make them a prey. Take this as advice from the old man preacher. Clap your hand and give God the praise.